Hey guys, GH. This is my reply to Bill Phillips and Matt Gray's 75-yard, 64-degree wedge accuracy test. With channel lock, guys, the idea is to be able to start the ball to the right every time. So I'm going to endeavour to hit all my shots here are going to start to the right of my target line. I'm going to aim a little bit left. That flag out there is 75 yards from here, but I want to land all my balls to the left of that flag. Now I'm going to aim left and I'm going to fire the ball. I'm going to push the ball to the left of that flag. Now Matt Gray got 8 of his 10 balls to the right of the flag, which is what you should do. I'm going to make it a little harder here. I'm going to hit mine to the left of the flag, but I'm going to aim left and push right. But the difference is Matt was hitting a 64-degree full shot from here. I'm hitting a pitching wedge, and I'm going to hit a little, what I call a little feathered pitching wedge shot. I don't hit lob wedges and that type of stuff. I don't even own them. I like to hit little control shots. So it'll be a little aggressive, little punch feather type shot. Could be in the hole. No, it was left of the flag. And I'm hitting it out of the crabgrass to make it harder, Matty. Aiming left, hitting right. It's 2 out of 2. See how aggressive that shot is? But I've gripped the club down, I've taken all the energy out of it. So I can hit it hard, but it doesn't go far. That's what I like about it. That's 3 out of 3. How many we hit? 4, yes. All to the left of the flag. And they're pretty tight, guys. As we say here in Australia, guys, like shelling peas. I got to say, there's no wind. None. Look at those flags, they're just limp. You just don't get that here. Aim left, hit right. Going all right so far, guys. See how aggressive I can be with that? The ball only goes 75. They're probably within a 2-yard, front to back. Guys, I got a bit of an advantage. I mean, I know exactly this distance. I know how the ball's going to react on that green. It's actually downhill away from the flag there, so to hold the ball on that top thing, you've got to really bring it in pretty good. Aim left, hit right. Ooh, 4 to go. I'm batting 100% right now. Go in the hole, baby. No, they're all just left of the flag. But I'm trying to hit them left of the flag. I'm not trying to hit it at the flag. I'm just trying to hit it left of the flag. One to go. Well, that's 9 out of 9, guys. Bit of pressure on with the last ball. I was born under pressure. Got a bit of dirt and grass on the clubs, guys, so I hope it doesn't push it offline. So I'm already making an excuse, Matty. But that 9 are left of the flag. And they're pretty tight. Well, now there's 10 out of 10, Matty. Okay, let's go down and have a look. Okay guys, I can't believe it. I mean, there's absolutely no wind here. These flags, I've never seen the flags here, what we call limp. Oh, those balls are tight. Oh, they're very tight. Ooh, as Mo Norman would say, woo, woo. Wow. Oh, Johnny. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Loving this, Matty. Loving this, Matty. Let's have a look at this. Here we go. Okay. Now they're all left of the flag, which is where I wanted to aim them. Everyone. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now guys, the longest is this one here, shortest to 2.5 meters. There's the flag. There. That's our pattern right there. There's our pattern. There they are. None to the right of the flag, which is exactly what I anticipate. So I got 10 out of 10, Matty. 10 out of 10, baby. Now guys, as I say, I've got a bit of an advantage in that I know exactly, but see that's downhill there? That's downhill, so I've got to land them on this top here to hold them. But that's the power of channel lock, guys. That's the power of channel lock. Yeah, so that's the grouping. I guess if I look at that, at this ball here, to the flag is probably 2.5 meters. So we've hit that left of the flag in a 2.5 meter circle, 75 yards. It's pretty good. But that's my distance, guys. Little soft wedge. I mean, I hit a 64 degree wedge about 45 yards. Hopeless. Okay, so this is the just knock that down a little bit. No one here. Everybody thought it was going to rain today. Everyone thought it was going to rain today, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the pattern. This is when you know you're pitching well, when you don't have to go walking around to pick the ball up. But as I say, I've got an advantage. I know that now the wind's come up. Now if that wind had been up, I would have had to start the ball to the right of the flag here and let it come back. Now the wind is, it's come up there 15 k's now, but there was none before. So the conditions were perfect. And I do know that distance, Matty. So that's perfect for me. But that's a tight little group there. And that's 10 out of 10, Matty. But I wasn't hitting full shots. See, what Matt Gray was doing was hitting full 64 degree wedges. Now that's hard to do, to hit a full swing and hit them with the accuracy he did. He hit his front to back within probably 2 meters. And 8 of the 10 balls were to the right of the flag with Matt. They were all here, and only just 2 were just there. So he was hitting full shots. I was hitting a little, what I call a little feather. And guys, the message here is that for, you know, if you're a competent player like Matt Gray is very good with his wedges. If you have that level of competency, you can hit those type of shots. I'm just not comfortable with a full golf swing from a short distance, so that's why I take plenty of clubs. There'd be days, guys, where I'd be hitting 9-irons in from there. And when I play with people, they're really stunned when they see that, you know, they'll be hitting like a stand on their head sand iron. I'll pull out a 9-iron and feather it in there. I mean, that's just what I do. I've always done that. I've always had control. In the old days, the old clubs, you had to do that, guys, because you didn't have fancy wedges. So that's it. So that's 10 out of 10. And they were all this side. Now what I did there, guys, because I didn't want to hit them to the right of the flag there, because it's quite a severe slope off there, I wanted to hit them here. I actually aimed left. I did this. I aimed left, and then I hit to the right. So I think it was maybe Lockie Lewis put a post up today, and he said, JH, you're saying that you want to have this configuration in your legs here. How do you do that from an open stance? It's not easy, Lockie. But what I suggest you do is, if you're having an open stance and you want to hit right, just buckle that trail leg. Just make sure that this lead knee goes out further from the open stance. If I'm going to hit there, I still want that in here. Flare the trail foot out a little bit. Okay, I'm open here. I back cock, feather out, and then just kick that lead forward a bit, like that. Basically still aiming left, hitting right, but you've got to the legs, because if you get left, there's a big propensity to throw that trail hip out and sort of rotate over the shot. That was a problem I found with an open stance. I found it very hard to maintain the closed shoulders and closed hips and the pressure on the trail foot. So for you, Lockie Lewis, a man that makes all the fishing gear, yeah, if you're open, buddy, if you like this here, and you want to still get trail leg inside, get your back cock going, flare that foot, and then just drop that lead knee forward a little bit, so you can go like that. It's not as easy to do. I feel a lot of pressure on my knees when I do that, but yeah, you can do that. I had a guy here the other day, guys, it was amazing. We were around the green here, and I was pitching balls from just over there to this flag, and he was standing beside me throwing the ball, and he was getting it, and I'm pretty good from that distance. 90% of the time he was getting it inside my golf ball. We did it for about half an hour, and we went right around different areas. He'd just throw it, and he's a sensational pitcher of the ball anyway. He's a friend of mine from Sydney. Unbelievable pitcher, because he does that when he pitches. Very, very Count Yogi-ish, he does that. And he said, JH, all I'm doing here is what I do when I pitch, but I haven't got a golf club. But that's what I want to do with the club, and that's what I want to do with my hand. Then he came over, and I'm an okay putter, I'm not the world's greatest putter, but he came over and we had like 12, 14 foot putts. And I had 5 putts, and I got a couple of them in, and the other ones were right round the hole. He did this. Came up with his foot and went. And guys, he knocked 2 of them in, and the other ones were right round the hole. And I said, well, what are you doing? He said, I read in a book once that one of the greatest putter ever that people don't talk about was a guy called George Lowe. And he made the George Lowe Wizard putter back in the 50s that Jack Nicklaus used to win all his majors. And with the exception of the 86 one where he used the big response putter. But he used that George Lowe Wizard blade. And George Lowe used to take on any of the tour players back on the tour. He used to play the tour, and he would take them on the putting green, and he would just use his foot. He was a great putter, but he could out-putt most guys with his foot. And this guy that was here the other day, he's obviously practiced it. I haven't. But guys, he knocked of the 5 14-footers, he knocked 2 of them in, same as I did. And the other ones were just around the hole. And he just did this. I mean, I can't putt with my foot, but he was amazing. And he could do it up to about 30 feet. What would you call this, guys? A kick in? I think I should stick to soccer. But he was amazing. But he was throwing the ball, his pitches, he was throwing the ball to the hole. Like this. But from over there, like 35 yards away. And he was getting it up and inside my circle. But the mate there, guys, is he said that he was doing this. He said, that's how I pitch the ball. That's how I actually pitch it. Very much County Yogi. He said, I just throw up. I just throw the club up like that. And he actually wins money off those. Some people would be pitching, you say, I could out-pitch you and I won't even use a golf club. And he beats a lot of guys with foot putting. I didn't take him on with the foot putting. That's the first time I did a couple the other day, but I was as hopeless then as I was today. But yeah, guys, there's lots of ways of doing it. So anyway, guys, that was the challenge. That was the 75-yard challenge. And luckily the wind wasn't blowing. But if it was, I would have just started the ball a little bit out to the right. But you notice the good thing about channel lock, none of those balls went to the right of the flag there, because I hit into out and I got exactly the same starting direction every shot. And that's the secret of channel lock. Okay, buddy, I think I got you, buddy. But I didn't cheat so much, but it's much easier to hit that little feathered wedge in there than it is to hit a pure, full 64-degree wedge. I mean, I couldn't get a 64-degree wedge here. Just couldn't get it here. I mean, I'll be lucky to get a, you know, like a sand iron for me is about 75 yards, flat out. So, and I don't try and hit it hard. But that wedge or 9-iron, I could even hit out there if I had to. I could hit an 8-iron. I just feather it. You know, I just open the blade up a little bit, put a bit more loft on it, get my hands behind it, and I just soft it. I just soft it in there. But I could hit an 8-iron in from there to here. 8 or 9 irons easy. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you my attempt at the 5-yard challenge.